big arguments from the libs is, well, we need to increase minimum wage so that everyone can have a living wage. And unfortunately, all of the economic realities just go over their head. And well, it's actually going to cost more to the consumer, and the business owner is not going to have enough incentive, and therefore there's going to be less investment. But none of that matters. It's just we need to raise the minimum wage, and businesses will just have to figure it out. Of course, mom and pop businesses around the country squirm when we talk about that sort of stuff because they know the reality of the situation. But apparently, not enough people in Los Angeles know the reality of that situation. Let's bring back our guest, Bobby Sauce, here, who I think has a lot of thoughts about the $30 minimum wage. But that's just it. The Los Angeles is set to go to a $30 minimum wage by 2028. I think it's like $23.50 right now. But with the upcoming Olympics and the World Cup, they're saying, yeah, we are going to need to, we need more money. Now, restaurant owners and hotel owners and industry in Los Angeles are saying this is not going to work. We're going to hold off renovations until this gets settled. We're going to hold off investing in other things that could lead to more jobs. So there's a big debate between the union workers in Los Angeles and the business owners. Bobby Sauce, your thoughts on the whole minimum wage thing? Because again, like I said, Bernie just not all that long ago was saying fight for 15, and it keeps creeping up and up and up and up and up, and eventually everyone deserves $1 million a year. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you either believe in the free market or you don't. You either believe that market forces dictate the price of goods and ultimately labor, or you don't, or you believe that it could be set by decree by some dirt merchant bureaucrat in an office somewhere. And it's like it's the whole reason why, generally speaking, government run programs and sectors of the economy are often run poorly, because there's no financial incentive to do things better. There's no financial incentive to be efficient. So it's run very poorly. If it weren't for free markets and capitalism, we would live in a dumpster. So generally speaking, the minimum wage being set by decree is almost always a bad time. And what is it going to mean? It's going to mean that theoretically those workers get paid more money for a short period of time until their jobs are ultimately automated by some type of robot, replaced entirely. The user experience decreases for the people that come to that hotel. Instead of there being a 24-hour concierge, there's going to be a phone sitting there, or an AI chatbot, or nothing at all. Instead of you having a person greeting you at the door and saying, hey, here's the local restaurants that you could check out, or here's how to avoid the bumbles that are peeing in the street, when you go left out of the front door, you can't do that. Instead, you're going to walk in and you're going to talk to some AI chatbot, and it's going to be some guy in Pakistan whose voice gets AI modified to sound Americanized, and he's going to be like, hello, chief, like, you can take her right up there. Or maybe that won't happen at all, and you'll just talk to like some Grok AI bot, like pseudo demon that'll be like, oh, like go to your windowless room and like sit in silence and listen to people like start fires and smoke meth out in the street. So obviously it's bad. It's very, very simple. It's like you have two consenting adults. If those two consenting adults agree to an amount of money to be exchanged for each other's time and work, then they agree to it. The minimum wage should be $0. Period. I said this on a podcast one time with a bunch of leftists, and they about circuited and exploded from the inside. And it's like, if you have a consenting adult that agrees to an amount, they should be able to agree to that amount without someone stepping in. The way that they get around that right now is, well, if you don't agree to pay $15 an hour, you either A, don't have a job, or B, you have an unpaid internship. So instead of accepting 10, which you would have, and making some money, now you have to do it for free because some bureaucrat pig is in the way. So this is a bad thing. It always is a bad thing. Market forces create a better quality of life. Capitalism is the only thing that's lifted people out of poverty categorically since the beginning of time. It's always bad. It's bad every single time. It'll never be good. I don't care if the minimum wage is $30, $13, or $3 million. It's trash, it's garbage, and it's bad.
Yeah, and it reminds me too, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but California set a minimum wage of $20 for fast food workers. Screw the sit-down restaurant workers, they don't count. But fast food workers specifically, $20, and I think 40,000 people have lost jobs. I would much rather take less money than no money, says literally everyone who wants to put food on their table. Which is, unfortunately, California or Los Angeles has turned a blind eye to that reality in the state of California.